let's just put them all on here and see. Hopefully this doesn't mess with the resonance of the cymbal itself. Hey everybody, I've been going through some old stuff of my dad's and I found a whole bunch of old coins. I want to add some sizzle to this ride cymbal, so we're going to explore what those different coins from different countries from around the world sound like. Some ride cymbals, they come with sizzle. They sizzle on their own. They have these rivets installed on them. See these little rivets? So when you hit the cymbal, the rivets add a little bit of, they add sizzle to the ride cymbal. You can add sizzle by a classic trick. This is something I picked up, I don't know, years ago, is you can add 2 pennies or 2 coins of any kind or 2 washers, whatever, to the cymbal, and it'll add that sizzle effect. My vintage 60s Zildjian ride cymbal. This is Big Bob. It's a big monster cymbal, 22 inches. That's what it sounds like without any sizzle. So as a control, we're going to add 2 American pennies. I just got them taped, painter's tape. We're just going to put that on. Now you've got a little bit of sizzle effect. Now you can put it on tight, or you can just kind of place it. What are the coins that we have? We have the US penny, which is made of copper, and those are from the 2000s, the ones I used. I have Czech Kroner, which are made of nickel and plated steel from the 90s. I have Mexican pesos, which are aluminum, bronze, and have a steel ring around it, from 2001. I have British pounds, which are made of nickel and brass from the 1980s. I have Hungarian forint, 10 Hungarian forints, which are copper, nickel, and plated brass from the 90s. 20 Hungarian forints, which are nickel and brass from the 90s. A Moroccan franc from the 50s, that's aluminum. And then from 1964, the US American silver quarter. And then from 1899 and 1881, the US silver dollar. Now, I suspect that that silver dollar is going to be metal as fuck. So let's check it out. The first ones we're going to do here, this is the Czech Kroner, nickel and plated steel. We're just going to drape it. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. It's got a nice res to it. And you can do that. So if you put it on tight, you're going to get less resonance. And if you let it drape, you're going to get a little more. Now we've got Mexican pesos from 2001. Bronze in the center with aluminum around the outside, and then a steel ring. Or a plated steel ring, I believe. So Mexican peso. Not bad. Not bad. This one I'm excited about because this is the British pound, and these are heavy coins. These are made of nickel and brass. These are from the 80s. And these, they kind of die off quick because they're so heavy. That's pretty good though. That brass really makes nice resonance. So that's pretty good. I like that. I like the British pound. So if you've got some British pounds, that's a good option. Here's the, this is 10 Hungarian forints from the 90s. This is copper, nickel, and plated brass. That's okay. Now, another thing you want to keep in mind, don't use duct tape. Duct tape's too thick and it's going to leave a film on your cymbal, so don't use duct tape. Painter's tape is probably the way to go. You can also use electrical tape, but any tape you use, don't leave it on. Once you're done with the gig or you're done with the session, take it off and then redo it next time you need to use it. Don't leave it on there because you'll start, whether it's electrical tape, masking tape, whatever kind of tape, if you leave it on too long, you're going to get stickiness, and you don't want stickiness on your cymbal. So that's 10 forints. That one's okay. 20 forints. Hungarian forints. This is nickel and brass. That buzzes pretty good. That buzzes pretty good. Okay, it seems like the heavier cymbals, I'm beginning to think maybe the silver dollar isn't going to resonate as well as I think it does. Because it seems like the lighter the cymbal, the more the longer it resonates. So kind of a give or take there. So here's the Moroccan franc. This is an aluminum coin. This is from, I think it's from the 50s. Obviously no longer minted because, you know, it's aluminum. Very light coin. These are very light coins. Compared to the other ones, this is extremely light. You barely feel any weight to them at all. Let's try it a little farther on the edge. That's pretty. You see how the aluminum coin sustains a little bit longer. That's not bad. I actually kind of expected more from the aluminum, but now we're getting to the ones that actually made me want to start this whole video in the first place. Is I wanted to test the American silver quarter. If you ever get a pocket full of change and maybe the coins sound a little bit tinkly, they maybe have a little bit more high end to them when they're bouncing around in your pocket. Check the dates on the quarters. If it's before, if it's 1964 or before, there's a good chance that your quarter is made out of silver. And that's what this is. These are two American silver quarters from 1964. That's what I thought. I don't know. You can. I like that. Here's the big boys. The 1899 and 1881 silver dollars. Little popcorn fart there. Not as not as rad as I had hoped. Maybe they're just in the wrong position. Let's try this. Since they're heavier coins, let's put them on the bottom. I'm going to tape them to the bottom and hope that the tape doesn't give. Man, that's disappointing. So, okay. So I thought it was going to be metal as hell, but it's just kind of dies out quick. They're too heavy. They don't resonate enough. Let's see what it sounds like if I just drop them on there. Like that sounds okay, but I mean these are gonna fall off, so what's the point? Yeah, they're too heavy. They're too heavy. You know, I thought these would resonate and they would be big and loud and resonate, but they die out too quick. It seems like the best ones are the U.S. silver quarter, the British pound, Hungarian kroner. That's all three of them. Yeah. Now let's see what they all sound like. Let's just put them all on here and see. Hopefully this doesn't mess with the resonance of the cymbal itself. Huh! So obviously I've added a lot of tape to this cymbal, so there's not a whole lot of overtone happening. That's kind of a sweet sound though. There we go. It's fun. You know, this is just one way to add sizzle to a ride cymbal. You can add a chain, you can add washers, you can anything metal, put your keys on it, anything metal, you just put it on there, try to secure it somehow, and you will add sizzle to your ride cymbal. So this is kind of fun. I think for the purposes of this video, congratulations, British Pound, you are the winner. You win nothing. You're just coins. What the fuck? All right. See ya.